guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with one of my most highly requested videos since I got my breasts redone, and that is a Q&A. So you guys have asked me so many questions. I've literally been inundated for the last 3 months when I got my surgery with regards to why I got my boobs done, what CCs I went, how was the recovery, and everything in between. So I have a whole heap of questions. I got you guys to ask me all of your questions on my Instagram story the other week. So I'm just going to go through as many as I can and answer those for you guys. So if you are on the fence about getting your boobs done, or if you do have your boobs done and you're thinking about getting them done again, hopefully I can help you in one way or another. So let's get into the video. All right, so first question is, why did you get your boobs redone? So if you didn't already know, I already had my boobs before I got them done. The second time I got my boobs done for the first time when I was 18 years old. I didn't do my research, and I really disliked them to the point where I was actually quite insecure about them. I never wore tops like this. I always covered them up, and yeah, I just didn't like the look of them. When I got stage lean, you could see the ripples of the implants. They were really saggy. They were really wide apart. They just did not look nice. Like, I would honestly prefer to have my natural boobs than to have breast implants with the ones that I had. So it was something that was a massive insecurity of mine for quite some time now, and I just thought that I would bite the bullet and go and see a surgeon that I have wanted to see for a very long time. Literally 4 of my bestest friends have seen this surgeon, and their boobs are absolutely incredible. So I thought, nah, I'm going to get my boobs redone. It's something that I am so insecure about, something that I'm so unhappy about. Why the hell not? So that is exactly what I did. I got them done because I wasn't happy with my old implants, and I am honestly so happy with my new ones. He has done a phenomenal job. I literally didn't think that it was going to look as good as they do right now, especially because my boobs were quite bad when I got my first job done. For them to look like this, they literally look like new boobs, in the sense of I've never had my boobs done before, and this is my first implants. Because what the surgeon did say, Dr. Wessels, is he did say that your first boob job is always the best if it's done right. And I can most definitely say that my boobs literally look like I never even had my first implants before. I am just so happy. So yeah, that is why I got them done. I really disliked my previous boobs, and it was just a big insecurity of mine, and I wanted to get them done again. Next question is, how was the pain? Now, I have a really good pain threshold. I think that I do. A lot of my girlfriends say that I do. My family says that I do. But this surgery, I have never been in so much pain in my entire life. I completely underestimated how much pain I was going to be in. It was crazy. Like, it's so worth it, but it was crazy. I felt like that there was a truck sitting on my chest for the first week. I literally couldn't get out of bed, and if I had to go to the toilet and get up and, you know, eat something, when I laid back down, I did not get up for the rest of the day. Like, it was so hard to get up. My mum had to literally go around to the other side of the bed, push my back up, and my face was like squinting to get back up. It was just excruciating. Wherever I fell on the bed, that's where I laid. Like, I could not even wriggle up. It was insane. I would be very confident to say it was a lot more painful than your average boob job for someone who's just getting their boobs done for the first time, because I did have to get a lot of stuff done. I'll actually explain to you guys what I got done. I'm going to butcher the terminology, so I'm not even going to try and say the technical words. I'm going to say it in the most simple form. Basically, like I said to you guys, my old boobs sat really low. So what he had to do was think of like a 4-centimeter watermelon slice. He had to cut out 4 centimeters underneath my breast implants to then take out that skin, literally 4 centimeters of skin taken out from underneath my bust, to then create a new fold. Then he had to stitch that up. He had to create an inbuilt bra to have my boobs sitting a lot closer together. If you guys see my boob job vlog, before I got my boobs done, you would have seen that my boobs sat very wide apart. Look at them now. they just look absolutely incredible. So he did an inbuilt bra to bring my boobs closer together, and then he also did fat grafting as well, which also brings your boobs closer together. So basically he just takes fat from your thighs and like your stomach, depending on how much you need, to then, you know, get your boobs sitting in closer together. So I had to get a lot of stuff done. I think I was on the table for about 3 hours. So yeah, I can totally understand why I was in a lot of pain. It was only for the first week, and then afterwards I was totally fine. Like I was moving around, walking and everything like that. But yeah, just for the first week I was in a lot of freaking pain. Next question is, how long were you unable to train for? I've had my new boobs for 3 months now, just over 3 months, and this is my second week of my normal training regime that I was doing before I got my boobs redone. So 3 lower body days, 2 upper body days per week. For my second boob job, I wanted to make sure that I did my recovery to a T, because I knew how much money I was spending to get them done again. I didn't want to rush the recovery. I wanted to do it right. And that's one thing that I didn't do in my first breast augmentation. I was literally back into upper body training, normal training, within 3-4 weeks after my surgery. So biggest piece of advice is, if you are getting your boobs done or if you are getting them redone, please listen to your nurses, please listen to your surgeon. Have as much time off as they tell you to. Yes, it may suck at the time, but in the long run it is worth it. And I feel like my boobs have recovered as best as they possibly can because I actually listened to what the doctors and the surgeons told me to do. I had 3 months completely off any sorts of upper body training, so 12 weeks, and then at the 10-week mark I was doing lower body, but I wasn't doing any barbell work or dumbbell work. It was all pin loaded stuff like leg press, hack squat, leg extension, etc. Nothing that was putting strain on my chest. So yeah, quite some time. I think at the 4-week mark I was walking. Before that I wasn't doing much walking at all. I was literally just walking to the kitchen, to the bathroom, and just around the house. I wasn't actively going out for a walk, because again, that's what my surgeon and my nurses told me to do. But at the 4-week mark, that's when I started to go out for walks and stuff. 10-week mark I started to do lower body, just pin loaded exercises, nothing that put strain on my chest. And then at the 12-week mark I have introduced upper body as well as my normal lower body training regime. The 2 exercises that I haven't introduced into my upper body yet, which I will probably do when I hit the 16-week mark, is pull-ups and lat pull downs. I just don't want to put any pressure on my boobs, and obviously when you're doing a pull-up you're stretching down the bottom of your chest. Same with the lat pull down, you're stretching. I just don't want to stretch the scar, so I'm just giving it a little bit longer to do those type of exercises. But everything else like lateral raises, rows, etc. I'm doing right now. But yeah, from the 16-week mark I will be introducing all of the exercises that I was doing previously. The only stuff that I won't be doing is chest and any sorts of chest exercises, which I wasn't doing prior because I don't train chest. I'm a bikini competitor. We don't need to have a big muscular chest, so that's not an issue. Next question. What was the cost of your surgery and where did you go? So I went and saw Dr. Wessels from One Cosmetics. He's in Sydney, and honestly girls, I could not rate him high enough. He is absolutely fantastic at what he does. I'm just blown away, and I can honestly say this to you guys, like I'm so blown away with how my boobs look right now. I could not be happier. I literally cannot say it enough. And on top of that, he's just a really honest surgeon, which is what you want. Like, you don't want to go into a consultation or an appointment with a surgeon and you're wanting to get something done and they just try and sell you the dream, and they're not honest with you with, you know, the potential risks, or be honest with you with how your results are actually going to look, and they basically just sell you the dream. You don't want that. You want an honest surgeon, and Dr. Wessels is without a doubt very honest. Like, he was honest to the point where he set the benchmark here for my boobs to look, and in my opinion my boobs look here. Like, I remember in my consultation he told me straight out, he said, your boobs are terrible. Pretty much that's literally what he said. He said, we have a lot of work to do. It is a very complex surgery. You have a lot of loose skin. We need to cut out your skin. He gave me 2 options of what I wanted to do, and yeah, he was very honest. He said, I'm going to do the best that I can to try and make your boobs look how you want them to, but just know XYZ, these are the risks, and XYZ, they may not look amazing because of how your boobs look now and from your previous surgeon. But yeah, he fully downplayed it, so that's why I was like, okay, as long as they look better than what they did previously, I'm happy. But honestly, I like I said, could not be any happier with how my boobs look right now. He set the benchmark here, they're here. I am freaking obsessed. And as for the cost, it completely depends on the individual. I think for someone who's just getting their boobs redone for the first time, just your normal breast augmentation, I think it costs between 8 to 10 grand, which is freaking awesome for his work. And like I said, I have a whole heap of girlfriends who have gone to see him to get a breast augmentation, and I know a lot of girls who have seen him as well, and all of their boobs look absolutely incredible. So for 8 to 10 grand, that is freaking awesome, considering I got my first implants done for, I think it was 11 grand, and I absolutely hated them. So 8 to 10 grand is insane. And then it obviously depends on if you already have fake implants and then you have to get them taken out and new ones put back in. That's obviously going to cost a little bit more. If you need to get a lift, that's going to cost a little bit more, obviously, because of the complexity of the surgery. So for me, getting my boobs redone, that costed 15 grand, which again, it was a very complex surgery, which is still awesome, because I know of a lot of people who have had to get their boobs redone and they've had to pay 20-25 grand. So for me to get what I got done and all the things that I needed to change in my chest area for 15 grand is really, really awesome. So yeah, that is the cost of that. But like I said, it really does depend on the individual, what they have to get done and everything like that. Next question is, what CCs did you get, and was it in front or behind the muscles? So my first implants that I got were for 25. And because I had so much loose and stretched skin from my last implants, we had to go a little bit bigger, because if I didn't go bigger, then I would have all this loose skin. So even though he took 4 centimeters of skin underneath both of my breasts, I still had loose skin. So we had to go up a little bit higher. So we went to 450 cc. I had no intentions to go bigger. I didn't want to go bigger. I wasn't getting my boobs redone to go bigger. I was getting my boobs redone to get them fixed. So I honestly, as I have gotten older, I actually prefer smaller boobs. I find, especially with my structure too, because I am quite broad and quite muscular, especially in my upper body, in my off season, I do get a little bit bigger. Sometimes what I feel like I look like is, if my boobs are too big, I look quite stocky and thick. So if I did my time again, I would have definitely gone smaller for my first breast augmentation, but it is what it is. So yeah, I've had to go up to 450s just to kind of fill out the stretched skin. But like I said, I'm so obsessed with them and I could not be happier. And did I go in front or behind the muscle? So I went behind the muscle for my second surgery. And again, I think that is why I was in so much pain as well, because you obviously have to cut through the muscle and put the implant in, whereas my first surgery I went in front of the muscle, and I think that's why I wasn't in so much pain, because you didn't actually have to cut through the muscle. But I definitely do prefer the look of implants behind the muscle for me. But with my first surgeon, he never gave me that option. I don't know why, that wasn't a red flag for me at the time. But yeah, he didn't give me the option of what I wanted and if I wanted high profile or anything like that. Definitely do your research, girls. Don't just go with who I say or whatever someone else says. Do your research. Go to the consults, ask as many questions as you need, because this is something that is on your body for a very long time. And I don't want you guys to make the same mistake as I did, where you go to the first place that you research and then it's too late and then you're miserable or you don't like them and you're unhappy, and then you have to get them done again if that is your choice. So please, please, please do your research. But that is all from me. If you guys do have any other questions with regards to my breast augmentation, please do not hesitate to reach out, as I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Like I said, if you are looking to go see someone, definitely have a consult with Dr. Wessels. He is incredible and I could not thank him enough. But I will actually probably just jump up, and I don't know if this is allowed on YouTube, but I'll just show you guys what my boobs look like right now. A lot more full. But yeah, really happy with them. But that is all from me, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys in my next video.